It really shows just how desperate the Halo community is for news at this point, that the reveal of some Nerf guns got everyone, including me, really excited about the future of Halo and Halo Collectibles and Halo merch and all that kind of thing. And today we did get our first official look at Halo products from Nerf. Previously, the Boomco blasters were made, obviously those weren't by Nerf, but we did get a look at those, and I thought those were pretty cool. I just wasn't a huge fan of them. They just didn't really appeal to me that much. But today we did get our first official look at 3 of the blasters for Halo Infinite that are going to be coming from Nerf. So the first one is obviously the iconic assault rifle, which is revealing the official design and name of it in this game, being the MA40, and the design I think looks pretty cool, very reminiscent of the MA37 from Reach, and I really love the colors as well. While I like the Boomco designs as well, I wasn't a huge fan of the wild color schemes they kind of went with for the UNSC weapons, and the press release for this, also the most interesting thing by far, is that it confirms that you're going to be able to get a code with this assault rifle that's going to unlock the same color scheme for the AR in the game. So this is a pretty big deal, even if it doesn't really sound like it originally. This is our first official confirmation that weapon skins are going to be in Halo Infinite. Obviously, we could have figured that they were going to be in the game, but this is official confirmation, which is also very nice. And I don't know the way in which you're obviously going to be implemented. We've heard rumblings about them probably returning the rec system because it made them so much money, but it is at least a good sign that it didn't say, like, get the Nerf AR rec pack when you put this in, or something stupid like that. Again, this doesn't deconfirm the rec system, it's just kind of an observation that I was getting. So yeah, that's really cool, and the retail price for this blaster is going to be $50, and once again, even though this is something super small and kind of minuscule, it is just really exciting to have at least another mumbling of Halo Infinite, some merch, because the game is coming out this year. February is already halfway over, and Halo is going to be in our hands before the end of the year, which is just super exciting, and I love that we're finally at least getting some stuff, some rumblings about the merch and the game and weapon skins and just that kind of thing. We are also going to be getting 2 more blasters, being one inspired by the Spanker rocket launcher, obviously another iconic weapon in the series, but kind of morphed into a pistol, which is weird, but also I think it looks pretty cool. I like it, I like the design. It's just whatever, I like it. And a needler we are also getting, which judging by the color scheme could maybe belong to the Banished. It's kind of hard to say, and that may be a stretch, but the orangish reddish color kind of to me is a very interesting connection, considering it did instantly remind me of Halo Wars 2 and the Banished, which we've also heard rumblings that maybe they might be in the game, especially with that like post-credit scene in Halo Wars 2 with the Guardians. It's all going to be connected somehow. Again, I could just be reading into this a little bit too much, but we're all bored waiting for news, and especially when there is toy stuff to talk about in the community that I can't talk about, I love to and speculate, and just yeah. So those are going to be the 3 blasters we are going to be getting, and that's pretty much all the news. I don't really have too much to say about it. I kind of deconstructed what I could, and we do know that these should be hitting most major retailers on October 1st. And yeah, I think it's really cool that we're getting Nerf Halo finally. Nerf is a giant brand, and it was kind of weird that Halo is big of a brand, at least that it used to be, that when they finally did the blasters, they were like Mattel blasters and Boomco. They weren't actually Nerf, the biggest like toy brand like that in the world, so it is cool that we're finally getting Nerf blasters. And it also is worth noting that this announcement comes just days before the start of Toy Fair 2020. Halo, in case you haven't noticed, has been incredibly absent from Toy Fair the last few years because Matterrible has treated the license terribly. I might have actually just said Matterrible. I'm going to leave it in there because Mattel has treated the license terribly, and we haven't really gotten a reveal of any new figures in years. All this stuff, obviously, with Wave 2.5 and 3, and it was all a disaster. I have like dozens of videos discussing that if you want to go back and check it out. But we all know that the Wicked Cool Toys, now that they have the license and they are the master license holders for Infinite, they are going to be making figures that are going to be on the way later this year. And then in case you missed it, they did confirm on Twitter earlier this week or last week that they will be discussing more during the show about the kind of figures we can be anticipating. Hey, maybe they'll even reveal a few, which would be awesome, and if we do, I'll obviously do a video on it. 1000 Toys also confirmed that they're going to have their chief figure that they announced a few months ago. I believe it was actually sometime last year. It's a really beautiful looking figure. It's going to retail for $125, and it's coming out in April. It's a really good looking figure. They are going to be having that on display at the show as well, which is really, really cool. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to Toy Fair this year, for the most probably that I have in the last few years, maybe since like 2016, and I will obviously be extensively covering it like I have been the past like 5 or 6 years. It's been a really long time since I've been keeping up with the Toy Fair and the Halo stuff, and I will keep you all up to date, so make sure you're subscribed, and we can look forward to all the Halo Infinite collectibles together. So yeah guys, let me know what you think about these Nerf Halo blasters. What do you think about the MA40? What do you think about there being weapon skins? How do you think they're going to be implemented? And just what do you think about the future of Halo collectibles, especially with Wicked Cool Toys? And remember to stay tuned to my channel for all the news in the upcoming days about Toy Fair 2020. Thank you all for watching. Majestic Gaming.